Hey guys, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I do not use a computer right here is because it's for public safety, and I might get usually blocked or banned from that part. But I usually do it here on my couch just to film videos and do everything that I can do. But mostly I do a lot of things that I wasn't supposed to do. And in the meantime, I should just edit right away. And it's just like, oh my god, I always do my own business or something like that. No, I considered doubting this crap. I mean, it's kind of pivotal to understand about why it's important to show things that are ungrateful. And not only that, it causes something to be harmful. And I wouldn't suggest that all things that could happen, but it can be tragic to anyone. But it's like having a possible deal and not just thinking of something that is critical. So that in any other types of situation that I had gone through was a total lack of patience. Now, here's the thing about doing something like if, let's say you take a walk and you accidentally slipped onto something. For example, like a rock. And, well, not that type of rock is a human. That rock, it looks like a stone. And I especially think of something like, it's kind of awful to understand that most people use wheelchairs often. By the time they go to the hospital, they ask the doctor some random questions like, what caused people to have a leg surgery? Or what caused things to do something that is unbearable? Well, here's the thing. If somebody doesn't know what the cause and effect was, the cause was that people fell on the floor or on the streets. That is terribly wrong. I mean, like, how can anyone do this? Like, in a matter of seconds, nothing would ever change like that. But often, they always simply change. Nothing would give up on something that they would know. See, if you do something wrong, then just forget it. Do all the things that you have done. Not just cause anything like trouble. Just show your patience. Know your truth. Make your actions worthy. Because if you do something that is nostalgic, please don't believe that. It's all a scam. It's like when you're believing in something, it doesn't show an effect on someone you love. It's showing patience to your agreement. It's not like showing any patience to any of your friends or to any of your family members. Here's the thing. When you do something like this, always believe in your heart. Never try to judge mental by someone you will understand. It is kind of pivotal to know about something like why it hasn't changed since last year. So, in a moment of time, they think of something that is crazy. They know of troubleness, which can lead their undue fundamental loss. The payment was scrolled down, just like how the bank was being corrupted by a stranger. Now, here's the thing about money. Money is kind of important. But if you spend it on something that you should not buy, it's probably a scam. If you think it was a scam, then nobody's ever gonna buy it or pay for it. It's just like, it's kind of bad, you know? But what's terrifying is that some of the awareness that they have put into can change their mind and their heart. Because of this, none of these people would understand about fragrance. Being aware of the judgments that they have done wouldn't cause any harm or faith. It's like showing patience to their undemonetized awareness. Let's say if your money has been demonetized, what would you do? Well, here's a simple thing. Always ask somebody to return the money back. Not just like a scammer wants you to scam on something. Like, for example, a Wi-Fi, your cellular data, your personal information. That's what a scammer does. Well, for example, let's say if you buy something with your credit card or your debit card, and you see things are terribly wrong, that's considered as a scam. Not only that, everything can be not true. Well, it is true for the fact. But the fact is, not only everyone had to spend on something, but they always have to save money too, which is important, right? Let's say if we have a piggy bank and you smash it with a hammer, then all the parents might feel angry because we actually, let's say if all parents think that we don't have a piggy bank anymore, they might feel a little bit sad and awful. And you know, some things weren't just right. It's like showing off guard. But the truth is that sometimes we all get mistakes. And it's okay. We show patience and love. We doesn't show anything. We always have to believe in your heart. Because if we don't, there's no other things we can do. If we do something that is terribly wrong, you can change the benefit of your life. Do something of what your partner can do. Show your honesty, your truth, your patience, your equality, your love, everything. Those rights can treat you equally. Not just any other partial thoughts, or even their own fundamental rights. Just as one wise person said, we should believe in our rights. Just like how one people can understand what the truth is, or sometimes they can lie about something that they wouldn't consider of. See, if you ask somebody like a random question and nobody wants to answer that because they think it doesn't make any sense, that's why we always have to ask a simple question to your friends and to your partner too. This is why it's kind of a good idea to stand up for yourself. We always don't want to bully them, because if we bully them, things things start to go wrong, or if we do something that is un if we do something that is hold on. If we do something like saying something that is negative, we shouldn't allow that, you know? We always trust our responsibility. Because if we show respect to others, it can change your partner's thoughts and your actions. This is why we always have to keep in touch with others. Because no matter where we live, or where your personal things or belongings are, just keep it to yourself. Do not focus on somebody's thoughts. Because if you were in a dangerous situation, you can change the idea. For example, when we do something like this, you always have to show our rights and our benefits. If we don't do something that we can do anything to save our lives, there is no freedom, there is no way that we can get us to our right responsibility. Our peace and strength can bear with us. We always do something in common. Like, if a person was in a bad condition, we always have to treat others just like how a parent can treat you. But in a bad way, we always don't forgive to each other. We always separate, you know? Like, it is not a good idea to do awful things to others. This is why we make ourselves as a good thing. Not just like being a bad thing. We always have to get our personalities right. Our responsibilities right. Because if we don't show responsibility, we normally do things in the wrong way. Or if somebody tries to negotiate the fact about care and our partner's thoughts and our rights. So now you remember that not all things can change. If some people do something, for example, like a mistake, we always help them. We always show appreciation to others when we have our partner's rights. Sometimes when you do something that you cannot do, always try your best to do something for yourself. Like, show up to benefit. Always try to cooperate with all the things we have. It's like showing our thoughts and emotions to our brain. If our minds tells us that we always have to do something in common, like we always need to know the things that we have done for us. Because if we treat them in a bad way, that doesn't show appreciation at all. This is why we have to forgive others. If we don't forgive others, there's nothing else to do. So remember this. Sometimes when you get a divorce and live with someone else, there's no way that you can go back with your old partner. This is why we always need to have responsibility and strength. And this is why we need to do things in the right way. Because if we forget on things, nobody will understand of what they're trying to say. Let's say if you were at a bar and you see a girl, right, trying to find a lover. Well, it is completely sus to understand about love and patience. And we all think about we always think about the times of how you treat others with kindness. Let's say if somebody doesn't treat them in a kind way, what would you do? Well, we always have to respect someone, not just by yelling, fighting, or even screaming at them. Always say nice words. Even though our friends or even your partner say random things. Maybe like some sort of like a joke, or even like some weird and thoughtful lines that comes up to your brain. For example, if you ask a dumb question like, what is the thing that you mostly like about? And you just completely ignore the question from somebody that you should not know of. It's kind of terrifying, you know? Because if it's a stranger, we don't accept them. We always have to walk away with it. But if the stranger thinks that it was a human, then they might have to ask what they are trying to say to others. And you know, things start to change often. From time to time, and we always have to show things that are in a proper way. So now you know all of the things we have done for us. But there is one more thing I had to say, which is, and you might know about something that you always have to follow what they are saying. If it's a stranger, you might guess it, don't talk to them at all. Now, I know it is late. For those of you that live in a different country, I hope you sleep well. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody. Oh, and one more thing. Always remember, if you see something like on the street, for example, like a rock, please don't walk to it. You might trip and fall. And always stay away from all the things that you see that is on the road or that is on the sidewalk. So please be careful. Always stay safe and healthy. Take care, guys.